Hello. Welcome to Setting Up the Semester, an alternative testing guide for new and returning faculty. This video was produced using Microsoft PowerPoint and YouTube. However, the PowerPoint is available as a standalone download for those that would like to review on their own. AIM, or Accessible Information Management, is the content management system utilized by the Accessibility Resource Office. AIM provides information related to the accommodation and accessible testing for each student registered with our office. As Longwood faculty, you will interact with this portal to access accommodation letters and information for students and arrange proctored testing for students who use the testing center. This video is specific to the alternative testing experience. However, there are additional guides on our website and within our new Canvas course discussing accommodations. AIM can be accessed through the web navigation at bona.accessiblelearning.com/Longwood/instructor. Alternatively, you can access the portal by navigating to the Solomon website, clicking the Lancer dashboard, and selecting AIM from the Services menu as shown in the box to the left by the teal arrow. Log into AIM using your Longwood credentials, just as you would any other university-managed software. Please note that while you have access to AIM from your home office, you will need to set up two-factor authentication when using AIM outside the university network. This option can be set up by navigating to the User Settings icon, shown below in the teal arrow, and selecting Login and Security from the menu. Upon logging into AIM, you will be taken to the Instructor Portal Overview page. The Home menu is displayed on the left-hand side and shown here with the teal box. To explore available interactions, you will need to first accept the acknowledgement statement by clicking Continue to View Student Accommodations, as indicated in the slide image by the gray box. The overview page lists all students taking one or more of your classes for the current semester. You can easily determine which students have requested testing accommodations by viewing the alternative testing column, shown in teal on the right side of this slide. To set up AIM so that students can request to use their academic testing accommodations, let's begin by selecting alternative testing from the home menu on the left, shown in the gray box. This is the alternative testing home page. Please note the top navigation menu, marked with an A, which allows you to explore alternative testing from different angles, depending on what you'd like to accomplish within the system. I've also drawn attention to the course template information, marked with B, and the important info, which links more detailed written guides. This guide is also available on our Canvas page. Exam instruction templates help ARO by collecting general information about how testing should be conducted for your class. On the main page of the testing dashboard, you will see a summary of courses taught during the current semester and information about the status of those classes. Those which are missing instructions or exam date information, for instance. Blue links in each box allow for easy navigation to the items which need to be completed. You can also access this information using the Exam Instructions Templates category on the top navigation menu, shown in teal in the image. Select Exam Instruction Templates from the top navigation menu. Use the Navigate to drop-down menu inside the yellow box to select View All Courses. Here, you will see all the courses you are teaching during the current semester. The blue link text near each class will tell you whether you have provided instructions for that class. It will also show you if there are any students who have requested testing accommodations for the class. If you see a 0 here, you may not need to set up any tests at ARO at all. Courses which have exam templates will display as View Modify Exam Instruction Template, while courses for which you have not set up anything will show Specify Exam Instruction Template. Let's start by selecting a blue link for any class that says Specify Exam Instruction Template. The first time you choose this option, you'll be prompted to select an exam management option. Options include proctoring the exam yourself, allowing ARO to proctor your exams, which is recommended, or stating that there are no exams for the course. Please note that AIM does not currently offer a way to change this selection. However, if you choose to proctor your own exams and then decide at a later point that you'd like to allow students to test at ARO, you can modify your choice using the View Modify Exam Instruction Template option under the List Courses section. Let's continue by choosing to allow ARO to proctor exams, confirming the choice using the drop-down menu in the yellow box and selecting Submit Your Selection at the bottom of the screen. This is the exam instruction template. It provides ARO with general instructions about your course and your preferences related to testing. When completing the template, don't overthink it. This should take only a few minutes to complete this for each class. As a note, faculty feedback has indicated that filling out individual exam dates feels like an extra unnecessary step when testing is administered using an online platform. For these situations, I have added a question to the template asking how exams will be administered for the semester, allowing for some greater flexibility. As long as your tests do not require a password or other information to administer, ARO can approve exam requests without additional information. However, we may contact you if problems arise. After you've completed the initial template for a class, the system will prompt you to list exam dates. This does not need to be done right away, though it will recommend that you set them up in advance to avoid having to do so later when the semester is moving more quickly. Setting up exams and tests in advance also provides reassurance to students who are sometimes unsure if their requests are being attended to by professors. When done at the beginning of the semester, you also have the opportunity to copy any exam dates from one course section to another to minimize the amount of time you spend setting up. Note, anything added after the initial creation will not copy over to another class. The List Exam Dates tab can be completed after or alongside the exam instruction template. Each exam date represents a list of customized instructions for an individual exam. Complete the general information for the exam, such as the type of assessment, your approval preferences, and the date and time that the rest of the class is taking the exam. We use this information to ensure compliance, as students are expected to take the exam at the same time as the rest of the class, unless use of their accommodations makes this impossible. You can also include delivery and return options, passwords to access online tests and quizzes, and any additional instructions you feel would be helpful to us. Finally, AIM will allow you to upload an exam if you've got one prepared. Please remember that you must add a title to the exam in addition to uploading the file. Otherwise, the upload will not complete properly. When all information has been added, submit your request. If done correctly, the exam will now appear as upcoming under the List Exam Dates tab for the class. You can review these instructions at any time by navigating to the class within AIM, selecting exam dates, and choosing the date of the exam you'd like to edit. In closing, we appreciate all of the work that Longwood faculty do for our students as they progress through their chosen major. We hope that this guide has helped each of you to become more comfortable with your role using the AIM system, and we welcome any constructive feedback you may have on how we can make this better. Any comments or questions related to the content of this video should be directed to accessibility resources at longwood.edu. If you'd like to arrange a one-on-one AIM meeting, please email Ginny at seisingermv@longwood.edu. As mentioned earlier in this presentation, additional resources are available for your use and referenced in the Longwood ARO Canvas Course page titled Accessibility Accommodations, AIM, and Inclusive Design under the Resources tab.